Imagine being forced to choose between the people who raised you and the undeniable truth that their actions are evil. It is a terrible position to be in. Long ago, the island kingdom of Lanka stood as an ancient superpower. Its palaces sparkled with gold, rare flowers bloomed in its gardens. By Dharma, a strict code of truth, righteousness, and duty. No amount of concentrated wealth or military supremacy can sustain an empire that loses its basic moral compass. The collapse always starts from within. The breaking point for Lanka arrived when Ravana kidnapped Mother Sita, the wife of Lord Rama. He brought her to Lanka against her will, crossing the ultimate ethical line into injustice, or a Dharma. This network diagram represents the psychological layout of Ravana's royal court. In the center is Ravana. The surrounding nodes are his ministers. Because of fear, information flows in only one direction, creating an inescapable echo chamber. Vibhishana, however, broke the silence. He calmly demanded Sita be returned, warning that keeping her would invite destruction. Ravana responded exactly as an arrogant ruler does when challenged. He laughed loudly, mocked his brother for fearing a human prince, and banished Vibhishana from the kingdom on the spot. Suddenly, Vibhishana was stripped of everything. He had to walk away from his home, his immense wealth, and his blood relatives, knowing he might never return. Remaining loyal to your core principles often means making the excruciating decision to cut ties with your own tribe, especially when they commit to a destructive path. Vibhishana and 4 loyal companions physically crossed enemy lines. They took to the sky, flying out of Lanka and over the ocean until they reached the rugged coastline where Lord Rama's camp was stationed. The arrival of an enemy king's brother immediately put the Vanara army on high alert. Commander Sugriva and the other warriors logically viewed Vibhishana as a high-risk spy or an elaborate trap designed by Ravana. Instead of dictating a decision from the top down, Lord Rama paused. He sat with his commanders, allowing an open debate and listening quietly to every single argument for and against imprisoning the defector. Then he made his decision. Rama stated that if anyone approaches him sincerely seeking refuge, he will grant them absolute protection, even if they were his worst enemy. This open acceptance was the exact opposite of the environment Vibhishana had just escaped. Where Ravana ruled through banishment and fear, Rama governed through compassion and trust. By offering radical mercy, a leader can instantly neutralize the psychological advantage of their enemy while securing vital intelligence from those willing to cross over. When the Great War finally broke out, the scale of destruction was immense. Mountains shook as powerful warriors collided, and weapons flew like lightning across the darkened skies. Throughout this chaos, Vibhishana did not sit on the sidelines. He actively supplied Lord Rama with critical information about the hidden strengths, weaknesses, and specific defenses of Lanka's commanders. Ravana's son, Indrajit, was decimating Rama's forces using magic and celestial weapons. Vibhishana exposed the secret rituals fueling Indrajit's power, giving Lakshmana the exact tactical knowledge needed to defeat him. The conflict eventually narrowed down to a final, brutal standoff between Rama and Ravana. After hours of endless fighting, Vibhishana stepped forward and revealed his brother's final, heavily guarded vulnerability. Following Vibhishana's guidance, Lord Rama prayed to the divine and released the sacred Brahmastra. The blazing arrow struck Ravana's vital point, bringing the mighty king to the earth and ending his long reign. Dismantling his brother's empire was a painful, necessary execution of duty to ensure that righteousness prevailed over arrogance. When the dust settled, there was no cheering from the victorious army. Lanka fell into a heavy, mournful silence as its people wept for the warriors they had lost. Displaying deep respect for his fallen enemy's knowledge and bravery, Lord Rama instructed that Ravana receive honorable final rites. He fought to restore order, holding no hatred in his heart for the man who had wronged him. Recognizing that the island needed stable leadership, Rama crowned Vibhishana as the new ruler. Under his governance, the kingdom rebuilt itself, returning to a state of peace, justice, and prosperity. Vibhishana lived the rest of his life as a successful king. Yet he always carried the internal heartbreak of having to turn his back on his own brother. He understood a difficult truth about human relationships. Enabling toxic or unjust behavior out of a sense of family loyalty is a form of cowardice. It is not love. True moral courage demands the strength to stand with the truth and guide others toward the right path, even if it means you have to stand completely alone.